Three Monkey Software is proud to introduce you to the strategic board game Blokka. This is a typical board. At the bottom of the board you will note this colour bar. This determines which positions you can move on the board. You will note that the board is made up of colour tiles. The red X's on any board are an area that you can't pass through. Any square with a 2 in it means that you have to have two corresponding colours in your colour bar to move on that square. For example, there's a double orange. You need two orange to take that square. You'll also note down the side you have squares with X's in them. Now these are called blockers. They are what the game is all about. These are weapons that you use to advance your own line or impede your opponent's line. The aim of the game is to form a continuous line from one side of the board to the other before your opponent. Now, here we show that white has won this particular game. It's the board that we showed before. So the line has snaked right around across the board, and the black at the same time has tried to form its line. You will note that the tiles with the X in them, to place these you have to throw a double. You can advance your own line with them, or alternatively you can put them in your opponent's line to zap their move. There is also a pass button that if you can't use a move you simply press the pass button. Using the same board we'll now play a game. You'll notice on our colour selection we've got three greens in this case, so we'll use one there and we'll use two of them on the green with mark 2. Again we've got two oranges and a light blue, so we'll use the light blue there and we'll go over that one. We're starting to form our line quite nicely. Now you'll note the computer just threw a double. He's taken a double and he has gone in and zapped one of our white moves, which means our line through that point has now changed. We have to go around there as you can't go over it. So we'll start moving over that. Now he's done it again, and that's a tremendously good strategic move. We now have to come from that point or come up the side here to link back into our line. And we've got to remember that he's got another blocker. So this is a dangerous side to come on strategically. It's better to come from across the other side, but we'll take a chance. Now it's time that we started looking seriously at what's happening with his line. We've thrown a double light blue and an orange. So we can either cross his line with having a double, or we can use one of our blockers. And I think it's time that we went on the attack and zapped his line to slow him down a little bit. As I said, we were in dangerous territory coming down this side because now he has a blocker. There's a board blocker. He has another blocker, So virtually this side of the board is out of bounds for our line, so we have to go across the other side. So we will cross, we have thrown a double light blue again, we can cross his line and share that square with him, which we're now doing, which gives the black and white square, and we'll take the blue down there. So now we're starting to come up into this area. The computer's used all his blockers, he's got none left. If he had retained a blocker and thrown a double, he can put the blocker on any square except another blocker, and he could have used it on the green double there, and he would have won. So he's made it very vulnerable for himself and left it open for us to win this game, which we've just done. Let's review it. We won by coming down here, down there, across there, across there. So you see it meanders all over the board, and it's a terribly strategic game. He used blockers to zap our line. We used blockers to zap his line. We used doubles to cross over lines, and we used doubles to use double squares. Blockers available on iPod, iPad and iPhone